What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video, guys, I have several quite interesting news. I will give you some details about the most recent filings that were made by our community members. I will show you an update for the event that happened just yesterday, and I will show you that we are at the crucial point of the entire saga, because we are at 2 years so-called anniversary of the U3 halt. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So, and let's start with this update. First of all, I want to show you that in my yesterday's video, I gave you some kind of disinformation, and Daniel Oxer corrected me. Let me quote you this. Andrei, quick note. 1. The US court used Pacer, not Edgar's, to read and search for court documents. I looked in Pacer yesterday. Even though the court confirmed receipt, they haven't uploaded yet. Monday maybe? Edgar is for SEC and other financial filings. And I wrote him back. Thank you. My mistake, I got it mixed up. Yes, I got it mixed up. I definitely know that Edgar is the system for SEC filings, and for the court filings it is a Pacer. And Daniel filed his lawsuit, and within just, I think, several hours we will see this in this system, and you will be able to read the entire document, the entire filings, if you have an access behind the paywall. And at the same time, guys, you can see that Daniel answers me in private messages and in comment section, and I have to admit that I have a connection with him. We made several back and forth conversations related to MMTLP case, and I have to admit that it is very important for me to have this type of people who can directly contact me and ask me and give me some information that might be important for the entire MMTLP community. I really appreciate this. So, and let's take a look right here. I have to admit that for quite a long period of time I haven't covered the due diligence that was made by RareDD, but for now it's time. RareDD wrote this tweet just several hours ago. 2 years ago, today, December the 8th of 2022, FINRA posted and revised MMTLP corporate action to their daily list. What was unusual about this? 1. FINRA didn't consult the issuer about the changes. 2. The correct procedure according to FINRA's Rule 6490 would have been to deem the submission deficient and give the issuer an opportunity to appeal and make the necessary changes. 3. The changes FINRA made still resulted in an issue related to settlement and clearance. So it means FINRA failed to correctly review the submission twice before posting the corporate action to the daily list. 4. Wouldn't it have been made special priority to ensure that there were no missed issues since FINRA went to the trouble of revising the corporate action? 5. How sketchy was it that the issuer wasn't involved and the changes made by FINRA created the reason FINRA used to U3 halt trading? 6. FINRA claims they weren't a party to the MMTLP corporate action. But one of the reasons for the December the 12th revision, according to FINRA, was to clarify FINRA's role of deleting the trading symbol. Why would anyone need to know FINRA's role in a corporate action that they are not a party to? When has FINRA ever included the role of deleting the trading symbol in other exchange-type corporate actions? Never. It's a common practice for FINRA to delete the trading symbol in conjunction with share cancellation. It's rare to delete the trading symbol before. Where are the results of the SEC's investigation into this matter? And guys, I have to admit that all of these questions are 100% correct, and it is very important to understand the actions that were made by authorities in order to cover their own actions, their own illegal actions. That is why, guys, we still have a major goal to have basically a fair and transparent market market. And through MMTLP case, guys, we can achieve this goal because MMTLP case is quite unique because of its use result, implemented use result, and because of this use result that was made illegally. Everything is in some kind of screenshot of the actions that were made back in December of 2022, and all the illegal actions are set in stone because of this use result. That is why, guys, the only thing basically that we have to do is to remove total immunity of authorities, and this will give us a huge opportunity to make a breakthrough in our case. So, let me show you another quite interesting update, and this update is related to the most recent class action lawsuit that was reached from the ordinary lawsuit by Mark Basile and his firm. Let me show you here. So, Taurus Girl wrote this on December the 7th, and she responded to some unknown account because this post was deleted by the author. And she wrote, if you spend half the time researching resolutions that you did stalking Mark Basile, you would probably have our solution. So sad, another trolling minion, MMTLP. And Mark responded to this, and I have to admit that Mark has a lot of experience in this type of, let's say, allegations. And he wrote this: I have absolutely no problem with another attorney coming in and taking a huge contingency fee for the class. They can spend the next 4 months learning what they need to know and doing all of the advanced research in order to understand the claims. Has nothing to do with me or I. Would much rather have another attorney handle this. Maybe I will talk with Adam Apton, Target's attorney, to take over. Maybe GG would prefer that. Adam does a lot of class action work. Either that or find another lawyer. I do well enough with my public company issuer clients. Really don't need this BS, especially over the last 2 years. Challenge to GG and the minions. Find another attorney to take over, please. Either that or STFU. Stay on the sidelines like many of you continue to do and leave it to the professionals, which many of you are not. Pontificating doesn't make you professional. It shows your ignorance and motives. And guys, I have to admit that we can see a lot of allegations that are not so pleasant for the people who push our case forward. And for now, definitely the most obvious things are 3 lawsuits that are filed and that are still active. It is Mark Basile's lawsuit and his client is Anna Trades. The second lawsuit is definitely Scott Roth's lawsuit, and we are nearing to another deadline that should happen before the year end, and another lawsuit that was just recently filed by Daniel Oxer. And guys, if you have any actions that potentially might lead us to the resolution, please act. Do not just brag about your actions, just do anything in order to push the case forward. Otherwise, guys, let other people do their work and do the things that they think might lead us to the resolution. You shouldn't push back any of our efforts, because in a grand scheme of things, we all want the same. We want to have a resolution. So, let me show you another update from Mark Basile's side. Yesterday, I received a DM from one of the community members with a question that is related to AST shares that previously was at TradeStation. And I have to admit that I don't have a clear answer from Mark. I will ask him over the next couple of hours in order to make it more clear. But here you can see that Laura Storm asked him on December the 7th, I have shares with TS that were forced to ST. How can I be included in this party? I am sick to death with all of this and pray for closure and discovery. And Mark responded, if the judge allows the filing of the amended complaint, we can talk. But we should take it to DM. There are people in this community already attempting to sabotage the case. So guys, I think we have some options, potential options that might be important for people who previously held his or her shares on TradeStation, but who transfer it to AST. And definitely, I think the upcoming information will be disclosed within the next, I guess, couple of weeks, and we will know much more about this particular case. But so far, just wait for the information from people who are involved in this process directly. And definitely, I am talking about Mark, despite the fact that potentially you might not like his actions. So, let me show you another quite interesting tweet that was written by Scott Trott 19 hours ago. He added the screenshot of Stanley Milgram, and he added this. This says it and explains why so many folks followed the space queens into oblivion. And let me quote to this. Psychologist Stanley Milgram found that 80% of the population does not have the psychological or moral wherewithal to defy authority, no matter how legitimate the orders and rules may be. They follow the heart. That leaves only 20% of us with critical thinking capabilities. And guys, I have to admit that you know that I was born in Russia, and several years ago I came to Europe. For now I live here with me and my family. And I have to admit that I see a lot of proofs of this statement, because the majority of people in Russia think that everything that was given them from the government is the sure thing, and they have to follow these orders. And unfortunately, guys, the most recent actions in Ukraine shows that these orders might be, let's say, not that ethical that you might think, and I have to admit that yes, the majority of people are following these orders, and they agree to do anything in order to stay in line with the major narrative of the government. So, and I don't want to dig deeper inside this problem, but it explains a lot in MMTLP case as well. Let me show you that just recently, just basically yesterday, I showed you that Don Fis was quite active again in his Twitter account, and he even hosted several space calls. But for now, guys, he deleted his account again. And you cannot rely on this type of actions when some people says that they will help the community, and they are working hard in order to push the case forward, and then the very next day they delete their Twitter account, the only basically way how we can follow their progress. So it is what it is. We have to just push the case forward no matter what, and it doesn't matter what path have you chosen, because if you choose a litigation path, so be it. And if you choose the path to contact, for example, Congress members, it's up to you. And let me show you that for now we have an update. It is just one tweet, one random tweet from the Twitter account MataJI, and let me quote to this. I heard Don Fis saying horrible things now. Changed my outlook on ever getting resolution. I was counting on Don Fis, and he may be working for the other side against us. So, quite interesting statement, and again, I don't know what is he or she talking about, because I didn't follow thoroughly Don Fis's Twitter account, and I wasn't an attendee on any of his space calls. That is why I don't know what it is all about, but we have what we have. Don Fis deleted his Twitter account. So, let me show you that just recently, basically several hours ago, it was an event that was made by Pool Team, and a lot of MMTLP community members was at this event. As you can see, busy brands Hollywood Canary, Jen Capella and Joanna our Intel was at this event. On top of that, J.R. Ewing and Curtis was also invited, and they attended to this event. And Guys, I have to admit that it was made by Pulti in order to show how powerful the retail community is, because it was organized not only for MMTLP community members but for GME, AMC and other retail investors. And I have to admit that potentially it might be very useful for people who was there, but in general I have to admit that it is more like the event to support each other. And that is why I don't think that this event might lead us anywhere. So, but at the same time, guys, in response to Pulti's tweet that he wrote 4 hours ago, Curtis responded this: "It was a truly great event. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to speak on what we've been dealing with in MMTLP and what we can do to fight market manipulation. Thank you." So guys, probably yes, it was very useful for people who was there, but I have to admit that the first results will be known within next weeks or months. So, let me show you this update. I have to admit that Chris Rose, the former candidate to the Senate, just posted this tweet. And as you can see, for now, he is a real senator, and just recently he tweeted several tweets about MMTLP saga, and he still wants to help MMTLP community. That is why, guys, for those of you who prefer the path through the Senate, you can contact him and you can identify a roadmap that will lead us to the resolution through his help.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.